law. So now it's time to hear from you.
We know when it comes to buying, renting, refinancing, so many of you have a lot of real estate questions.
So we're giving our Metro Residential viewers the mic.
We hit the streets in order to get your questions.
And then we'll give you all the answers.
Here's the 411.
In a city like New York, it's hard enough to get around, let alone navigate the ins and outs of the real estate market. Luigi Rosabianca is one of New York City's top real estate attorneys. Really, few attorneys know real estate like Luigi. So when it comes to answering your real estate questions, he's our expert. Hey, Luigi, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
We ready for the question of the week?
Bring it on.
Here it is.
My name is Renato. I'm from Brooklyn. My question is, if a relative dies without a will, who gets the house?
Aha. Who gets the house? So no will, Luigi. There's a bunch of heirs. What happens?
Jeff, in New York, we have a very common sense approach to that. We actually follow a family tree. So in the event that you have a will, we merely follow the directions of the will. If there is not a will and you die, as they say, intestacy, you merely follow the family tree. So it would automatically pass to your next of kin.
And if they're not available, we go to the next one.
Exactly.
And so on and so forth.
And so on.
So, I mean, for our viewers who are out there who think about that and don't really like the way that sounds, it's real important that you get your will together, right? Is it difficult?
Drafting a will is probably the most simple thing an attorney can do, but it's so simple where it's actually quite easy to make a mistake. So you want to make certain you consult with a proper estate attorney, just to make certain that your affairs are in order.
Very wise advice. Thank you, Luigi.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hi, Luigi.
Hi, Cathy.
You ready for the question this week?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jerry Balch. I'm from Manhattan. And my question is, what's the difference between a short sale and a foreclosure?
Okay. First, explain what a short sale is.
They are completely different. In a short sale, you are approaching your lender and asking that they make a concession. In a foreclosure, the bank is chasing you, the borrower, and trying to recover their outstanding loan amount.
So if you are executing a short sale, you're essentially asking the bank, will you accept this amount of money that is actually less than what I owe you?
That's precisely correct. Property values are whatever the market will bear. So you're asking the lender to cooperate with you and sell it for a price that the market bears rather than the outstanding loan amount, which in this instance happens to be greater than the sale price. In a foreclosure, the bank is actually pursuing the borrower who may be in default and has not made his incremental payments, so they are foreclosing on the property. Banks are not in the real estate management business, so they rather have a bird in the hand versus two in the bush, as they say.
So a short sale sometimes is more attractive to a bank than a foreclosure?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for clearing that up for us.
Thank you, Cathy.
Hey, Luigi, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
We ready for the question of the week?
Bring it on.
Here it is.
Hi, my name is Susan Ortiz. I live in Cortlandt Manor, New York, and here's my question. My friend called me with this problem. If you are a renter, whose responsibility would it be, the landlord's or the tenant, if you find bed bugs or rodent in your apartment?
Ew. You've got bed bugs in your house. We know if you owned your property, we'd know whose responsibility that is. But what do you do if you're renting and you find that you've got these vermin in your house? Whose responsibility is it, Luigi, to get rid of them?
Jeff, let me qualify this answer. If we're relying upon your standard New York City leases, the owner of the apartment or the owner of the house is responsible. But if he calls an exterminator and he comes to the kitchen and he sees cereal scattered all over the floor and we've added to the problem, well, then the tenant is also liable. But as far as maintaining the premises and making certain that it's vermin-free, the landlord is responsible.
All right, so technically the landlord's responsible, but let's face it, right? If you go to bed at night and there's bugs in your bed, I mean, I don't know about you, Luigi, I'd probably take some initiative myself and try and go the extra mile to make sure that those varmints were out of my house.
Jeff, you're always dealing with the reasonableness standard. So if there is a problem, you want to give the landlord ample opportunity, reasonable opportunity to rectify it. But if they don't rectify it, then you resort to the doctrine of self-help.
Very good, Luigi. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
From uptown to downtown.
From the city to the suburbs.
You never know when we could be in your neighborhood.
Metro Residential will be right back.